What is up, Cahir Club, and welcome back to another CahirLIVE livestream, where it's a technical difficulty kind of day, where I forget to do things. But yeah, how goes it? I hope everybody's weeks have gotten off to a good start. Hello Brugger, hello Felix, hello Shadow Gaming, how goes it, I hope you've been well. But yeah, today we are continuing on with our Regice shiny hunt. I realised this hunt at this point is like well over 6 months in the making, surely. This is a very long hunt, but that's fine, because long hunts are fun, I think. It makes it more exciting when you actually get the Pokemon, when it's a nice and long hunt to get there, you know? You're getting all the badges in Pokemon Violet? Hell yeah, best of luck. But yeah, let's hop right into it. No need to hang around when we are shiny hunting, especially in this game, because it takes a while to load. Hell yeah, loading time simulator, everybody. Who doesn't love a good loading time sim? I love a good loading time simulator. Alright. But yeah, I was thinking about it. I think it's over 6 months of this Regice hunt, which is kind of whack. It's a very, very long one. I think this is probably my longest on-stream hunt. Now I think about it. In general, probably one of my longer, if not my longest, on-stream hunt. Not my longest hunt in general, but longest on-stream hunt. In fact, I think at this point we're over the amount of encounters I had for Dialga, so... Right. You have every Titan, 1 more Gym, and 2 more Team Star. Ah, understandable. Hopefully you can get them done soon then. Very hype. Oh... I didn't mean to press that button, but I guess it didn't like me pressing that button at all, so that's fine. An unexpected response. But it means my album isn't being clogged up, so I'm not actually that miffed about that, you know? Things actually worked out well in the end, when you think about it. When you consider it. Do I like cake? I am a big cake fan, to be fair. I do like a good bit of cake. Chocolate, strawberries and cream, cheesecake. Do I know what's worse than double battles? Rotation battles. I hate rotation battles. And triple battles, but... Triple battles is the other option. But yeah, I don't know. I remember in Black and White and Black and White 2, I always do what I can to avoid the trainers who just, like, do triple and rotation battles. When you have Pokemon in a double battle... One, okay. I was so confused then. I mean, yeah, that's fair. Luckily, they don't let you go into a double battle with one Pokemon generally, but... You just gotta get Surf, innit? Sky battles. I wouldn't call Sky battles bad. Like, I don't have an issue with Sky battles, like, I don't have an issue with, like, the battle of the Sky battle. It's more of the prerequisites to be met, which is only flying Pokemon, you know? Like, it's an interesting concept, but it just means no one ever does it, because, like, you have, like, at most 2 Pokemon who can enter a Sky battle. Quad battles. Isn't that just a battle royale? I mean, I guess not, because there aren't 8 Pokemon on the field, but that's the closest thing we have, I'd say. I feel like they're not going to add quad battles anytime soon, though, because, what's it called? They removed triple battles, so 8v8 battles, oh god, that is... That's more Pokemon than you can even have on a team. But hello, Kepler! I hope you've been well. How hangs it? How goes it? Alright. Only one Pokemon that is alive on your team and they are knocked out. Yeah, no. Surf is a useful thing for that, but... But okay. But Typhon playing game event. Ah, understandable. How things been going here? Solid, solid. Wait, were you there at the end of Pokemon Ranger? Because did that. Flying colors. Pokemon Sweet has been going well. Has been going well for shorts as well. You see that I've gotten several shinies since. I think so. You were congratulated for not getting memed on by Raikou, remember? Oh, yeah, I remember. I don't know, all I remember is that the past 4 weeks have been spent on this. And... the Zoroas. Your mind could never grasp inverse battles. You always forgot what was happening halfway through. That's fair. That is a fair take. It's a cool concept, though. It's a like, I feel like that's one mechanic that would have been cool to come back, like, between generations. Pokemon Ranger stream was the prequel to the Omori stream. Because I repressed Mr. Mime. I don't know, I don't know much about Omori, which is probably a good thing, because if I ever do play it, but I don't know if I will. You saw the Zoro things. How did that go? It's been going. It's... well, yeah, we're in the midst of the hunt for now, but I do like to alternate. Make sure I've got a nice bit of variety going on with my hunts, instead of just doing the same thing week in, week out. Because I think that'd get a bit boring for me, personally. Although at the beginning I had a bit of, what's it called? At the beginning I had a bit of a issue with the Everstone stuff. Because, of course, you need to give the Hisuian Pokemon an Everstone to have it breed the Hisuian. But if you give the Hisuian Pokemon the Everstone, then you don't get any of the, like, regular one. So I tried to give it to both Zoroas, but then there were no eggs, so I have to give every single Pokemon on the team an Everstone. Why is your profile a girl? It isn't. I just have long hair. Fun fact, guys can grow out their hair long as well. Cool tip. Guy's hair doesn't, like, drop out after it goes, like, longer than an inch. Like a Rockstar, but with more plants and Tiger, exactly. But, like, a plant star. I feel like that works. Oh, my profile, my Switch profile, I get it now. Sorry. I'm just used to people calling me out on that. Because Unaka Fire Emblem's great, that's why. No, yeah, that's valid. Unaka is a girl, and she's cool. Apologies for the confusion there. I am just extremely used. Alright. Singing to your plants makes them grow faster. Cast those druids putting on a giant rock concert in the forest. You hate long hair. It gets in the way of gaming unless you put it in a bun. Yeah. I can't deny that. Like, when you're eating, it always gets in the way, I find. And so I end up tying it up for most activities. Like... yeah. 'Tis annoying, but it looks good. The issue. Thunderous, hello, how goes it? I hope your week's been going well so far. I'm shiny hunting Regice today. Yo, 17k. How long is my hair? Just past my shoulders. Or mayhaps further down my back. I don't know if I should immersion break. Because my model's hair is shorter than my actual hair, which I find funny. I don't know why that amuses me, but it does. But I've got very long hair. Right. But yeah, it's cool to have, but... Why did you make her find your model character? What's it called? Yeah, really talented artists helped me put it together. Asterix or Fresh Stewart in the Discord helped, design this iteration of Cahir, and the original iteration of Cahir. Except another friend of mine, designed his shirt. And then Xanthua helped draw the model, so like that's like the model artist of this model. And then Demon Boy V helped like animate it. Do I shiny hunt in Violet? Sometimes, yes. Well, a lot at the moment. I'm just alternating. Because I've been doing this hunt for a while and I want to get this Regice. Will be cool to get. Well, I'm hunting a BDSP at the moment. But, yeah, next week I'll be shiny hunting in Violet. I'll be doing a Zoro hunt. You mean the roulette one? Oh, yeah. Yeah, next week I'll be doing that. And I will be doing raids at the end of the week as well. For, what's it called? Typhlosion. Because the Typhlosion raids are happening this week. It feels like they're kind of rapid-firing their Hisuian starters. So my bet is beginning of May will be when Pokemon Home drops. I bet they're getting all the Hisuian starters out now, so you can transfer them to Legends Arceus, transfer them back, and then have native Hisuian evolution starters for comp, for VGC. Your birthday is in May. Hell yeah, happy birthday for then. Who knows, maybe Home will release on your birthday. That'd be good timing. But yeah, no, I could imagine, what's it called? Home just dropping immediately after these raids are over. Your birthday's in December. Ooh, that's late. My birthday's in June. I don't know, I don't like to flex and be like, June's a good date, but it's nice because you have 6 months in between each thing. Splits up the year nicely. I guess as long as people don't cheap out on you, a December birthday can be good though, because then it's like rapid fire. Rapid fire, big things. Sorry. Let me just bring things back up, sorry. Yeah, big things all at once in December. I was gonna say something else. I've forgotten. It was the second day of the year. Huh. That is... My brain just shut down. I apologize. Had to reboot it there. That is a day. I guess like a benefit of like an early birthday is you might still be caught in the holidays. The holidays of the season, which can be nice. I guess on the other side of the coin, though, a summer birthday can put you in a holiday as well. I'm trying to reset game. You have too much candy? Nice. That is fun. From Easter? Yeah, no, I've already eaten my Easter egg. Yeah, never had to go to school on your birthday, which is something off. That is fun, that is fun. It is Easter stuff, hell yeah. Yeah, no, I used to never be able to eat a whole Easter egg, so I got other things for Easter. You're up with 30 quid? Damn. Yeah, no, I just got other things. I remember one year I got like a Bakugan. I think I got Pokemon cards and stuff. Just because, like, I could never eat the whole Easter egg when I was younger. Dude, I used to fucking love Bakugan. Bakugan slaps. I'm thinking about Bakugan again. Alright. Your mom screwed up ordering Hershey's Kisses, so you've like an 8-fist-sized Giga Hershey's Kisses in your room now. Dude, those are more like Hershey's Snogs. Ginormous. I laugh like the devil. He knows too much. That is one of the... That is one of the most things I've ever been told. Sure. Alright. But yeah, that is a good amount of chocolate. That is a good amount of chocolate. You can like split them up, like one a week. Or just have them all at once and then feel really sick after. I guess that's the genius strategy of it. It's just eat them all as quickly as possible. And then be really ill. The last few months, don't worry. I remember one of my mates got this, like, ginormous bag of Skittles. Which he, like, ate very slowly over the course of a few months. Then he got another one. Then he got another giant bag of Skittles. Which was wild. He was like, oh, you finally finished it. And next time he showed up, he had a new one. And I was like, is this just infinite Skittles or what? You're about playing a game and you're saying something about your mom. Huh? Alright. I'm gonna take a drink quickly. You guys make sure you're all staying hydrated as well. Confused is my natural state, I think. When I understand what's going on, That's the outlier. That's the revolutionary event, you know? Don't worry, you drank the ocean. Honestly, I'm more afraid for you than the land border we now share. Here's your 500 cans of soda. I mean, I don't know. I never really get that hydrated from soda. I find. I don't know what it is about soda, but I never really find myself getting, like, properly hydrated from it, you know? I feel like actual proper water tends to hydrate more. I don't know if, like... I mean, how much water does soda even have in it? It's probably more syrup than water, right? I mean, some people do just live life off of soda. But I don't know, I don't think I could. Personally. If I, like, only drink soda for a day, I'll be, like, parched at the end of it for, like, whatever reason. You hate soda. That's fair. I don't know. I like soda. I just have it in moderation. I mean, I don't drink alcohol. So I just tend to have soda when people would drink wine normally. My dad did live off of soda for like half a year. Yeah, no, that's fair. Like you can do it. It's not impossible. I just think that like actual water is better than like just drinking soda, you know? All right. Pepsi. Yeah, no, Pepsi. I like Pepsi. Pepsi's cool. Pepsi Man! But yeah, no, it's fair that some people don't like soda, but like, what I always say is, you know that experiment where they like put a coin in soda and it strips it of all rust? Imagine how clean and rustless my insides are for drinking, for drinking, you know? For drinking some Pepsi. Like, I have no rust in me at all. I can guarantee you there's not a fleck of rust in my body. Cillian, hello, how goes it? I hope your week's has been going well so far. Yeah, today I'm shiny hunting Regice. Shiny hunting for shiny Regice. 17k. Not 17k, 1700, 1.7k. I'm good at doing that. Isn't rust, iron oxide, a critical component in making blood? No, that sounds unhealthy. You wouldn't want rust in your body. Rust is universally a bad thing. But if it gets rid of rust, then why do robots not drink Pepsi? Because they're full of wires and electronics, and pouring liquid on that generally doesn't end well. Or maybe they do, actually. I've never asked a robot, hey, do you drink Pepsi? That's fair. You wouldn't want to eat a video game either. Yeah, no, exactly. Wait, which video game? I feel like there's a line being drawn here. Alright. Like, you ask ChatGPT about it. Alright. No, but if you turn it off, then do it and clean it with something to get rid of the Pepsi. I feel like it'd be too sticky, you know? Like, you'd have to be careful, because, like, generally, like, dried Pepsi is just very, very sticky. Dang it, it's at capacity. Yeah, I've not actually used ChatGPT much myself. I've seen other people use it, but it'll be interesting to see how how AI grows from here. I don't know, clearly I'm about to be replaced, because there are a bunch of AI VTubers hovering around I've seen. What's ChatGPT? It's an artificial intelligence. You can ask it questions and stuff, and it'll use its databases, which I think were made in like 2021, unless they've been updated, to formulate as accurate an answer as it can. But yeah, you can basically ask it anything, but obviously you should probably take its answer with a grain of salt. Alright. Thunderous, if I don't read your message, please don't spam it. But yeah, best of luck with the grass gym. Is my Switch in a dock? I don't think you can screen record it with... what was it called? I don't think you can screen record it in handheld. Like, unless there's some other method that I'm missing, I don't think you can actually get, like, its screen recording undocked. But yeah, my capture card plugs into the dock, so if I'm playing, I'm always playing docked. I've got a wired controller, so I don't need to worry about Joy-Con charge. It included the WT4 forums in its training data, so it agrees German mains are bad. And you find it hilarious. War Thunder forums. You dare me to take it out the dock and put it back in. Nothing will happen. The screen will go black for a second. Like, I'll do it. Just to prove that nothing weird will happen. Boom. Like, capture card plugs into, like, the HDMI port. So it doesn't, like, do anything to the Switch itself. Alright. Okay. Repeating a single time because you think I missed it. Pokemon, but you asked ChatGPT what move to make, so it could be a good stream. Maybe. I don't know, I think I'd have to buy the full thing though, right? Because otherwise we wouldn't have enough, like, I'd have to make sure I... Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't want to run out. I can get him for free, but it's inconsistent because... You didn't know there was a cap. Oh, no, yeah, there's a cap. I thought you were talking about that cap earlier, when you said that it was, full. But yeah, no, basically, for free, there's only, like, you get a limited amount of messages per day. I think it's day? But yeah. Not too many free people are using it right now. Ah, fair. Ten moves per stream, exactly. Each stream is about 10 minutes. Including, like, the opening song, which is 2.5. Anyway, having a random thing decide my moves I don't know. I feel like I'd be interested to see if ChatGPT, like, gives coherent answers. Because, like, my mates tried to do it with chess, and it, like, kept on trying to move pieces that had already been taken and stuff. So... yeah. Are there options to change a GPT-4 model on Pokemon battles? Oh, I'd like to see Code Bullet do a Pokemon video. Where he gets AI to play Pokemon. That'd be fun. Use Leer 8 times in a row. Dude, you gotta minimize their defense so you can do as well as possible. Simple. Based on the chess tests, those commonly said phrases. As a result, it knows its openings extremely well, but doesn't know how to continue from there. Just making things that sound right isolated. Ah, understandable. Yeah, no, I think I'd do about as well as ChatGPT at chess. In fact, no, I do worse, because I don't know any of the openings. I know one opening, actually. That's a lie. I know an opening. I know the Fool's Gambit. Bong Cloud? So it gave you to set up a great simulation. Then make random moves. Yeah, that makes sense. Fool's Mate best opening it is. Ends a game so quick. Or is Fool's Mate a different one? I don't know how, like, similar chess names are. Bong Cloud opening in chess. Used by the world champion versus number 2 player. Ended in a draw. Huh. What's the opening used by the guy who had a butt plug in his ass? Have I mentioned my cyberpunk future where chess players are like augmented? Like, you know, you always see like shows about like sports or like boxing. Boxing is a sport, but you know what I mean. Like players like augmented with like machinery and stuff. Like you always see shows like that. Chess, but it's like a bot. But the augmentation is like the vibrator. It would tell your young goose to use Oblivion Wing or something. I bet it would. Like, I mean, maybe not that far, but I think it would like tell your thing to use like common moves off that Pokemon, maybe. Swiftview didn't really fit into the norm with the moveset then. The strongest move you can use is Giga Impact. Girl is level 3. I could imagine that, actually. So Cahir lore now contains augmented reality sports. Is Cahir's homeland secretly a futuristic dystopia? I didn't mean actually, I meant like in TV. Like Megalobox. I love Megalobox. And what's that other one? It's like an animated show. No, yeah, I live in present day. I don't know what the future's going to be like yet. Probably not a good one. Oh, oops, I'm doing the edit to the Cahir wiki page. Alright. Will we get a lore stream someday? I don't know. This Cahir doesn't have as much lore as Orange Cahir. Part of my reason for rebranding was to go more light on the lore. My lore is as simple as forest got cut down when I was young, so now I just live in a house instead of a forest. I live normal human life. Right. Clorox Cahir, is that like a threat or like an alternate skin? Like, are you trying to get me killed? Or are you just suggesting a sponsorship? Alright. The second thing I said. Sponsorship. That would be an interesting sponsorship. VTuber branded bleach. That would be bizarre. I don't know, I feel like that could feasibly happen. Not with, like, me, obviously. Like, with, like, HoloLive or something. One of the big corps. Top 10 things to get when trying to confuse your mum. No, please, we gotta get the Cahir branded bleach. Trust me. Imagine the chlorine gas we can make with this. The chlorine. You know what I'm trying to get across, I'm sure. I'm hoping you're, like, reading my wavelength. This is how I make it into Breaking Bad. Didn't that end, like, a decade? Maybe not a decade. When did Breaking Bad end? Never mind! Didn't that end, like, a decade ago? You don't know. All you know is it has reappeared in meme culture. It has. I think it's because of Better Call Saul. I think Better Call Saul is the reason it ended up back in meme culture. Because Better Call Saul kept on getting recommended, so people watched Breaking Bad first to understand Better Call Saul. People started making memes of it. Better Call Saul ended last year. Better Call Saul just ended. Everyone was talking about the finale. That's the only reason I know. I've not seen it. I tried watching Breaking Bad, but the issue is I get way too invested in characters often. So I just knew it was going to be one of those shows that I, like, watch full of dread the whole time, and I was like, no, I don't want to do this. I will stick to anime and children's cartoons. Thank you very much. Anyway, I watched Bee and Puppy Cat over the last week. Breaking Bad anime. Yeah, now that would get me in. It wouldn't. What's my least favorite anime? Ah, shit, that's a hard one. The issue is if it's my least favorite, I've probably forgotten it at this point. I don't know. I don't tend to remember many things that I hate that much, you know? Please say Sailor Moon. I'd never even watched Sailor Moon. Least favorite anime. There was one I watched on Netflix a while ago. And, like, it just didn't make sense, and I managed to watch the whole thing, but it didn't make sense. It had the word song in the title, but I can't remember anything else about it. I don't know, I'm bad. Like, even if I'm not enjoying something, like, unless I absolutely hate what's going on, I'll just generally just sit through the whole thing, like, you know? Weird as fuck? I don't know, I've heard good things about Sailor Moon. What's my thoughts on One Piece? I don't really have any. I've heard it's good. I might watch the movie when it comes out, the Netflix live-action one. Unless it gets, like, awful reviews. But overall, I just don't have the time to commit to it. But I understand that it has, like, a very, hardcore fan base. I don't know, yeah, I'm just not sure if I'm ready to, like, watch an 1,000 episode anime. Which is funny, because the first anime I watched had, like, well over 100 episodes. And I don't mean, like, the Pokemon anime. I mean Fairy Tail. Patterrz, that's all you have to say. I mean, I feel like that phrase is very applicable to the anime community in general. I'm gonna be real. Like, I'm not, like, saying everybody is. You know, maybe pervert's not the right word, but I feel like a lot of people in the anime community are very desensitized toward the weird shit that goes on in anime at this point, to the point that they just brush it off, you know? And, like, I used to be the same, but over the past few years, I've, like, reopened my eyes and been like, wait a second. I've got an answer! 7 Deadly Sins! That's my least favorite anime. That's it. That's my least favorite anime. And I'm not even talking about the fact that it apparently fell off and got, like, as, like, the animation budget went out the window later on. I just didn't like it from the start. 7 Deadly Sins is my least favorite. I didn't get all the way through season 1. I just gave up after one of the characters had a relationship deemed in, like, a positive light with, like, I think she was actually one of those, like, oh, she's actually 1,000 years old, looks like a child characters. But, like, that was on top of all the other shit it pulled. Like, having a main character who continuously groped the female lead. And it was like, that was his quirky character trait, was the fact that he kept on sexually assaulting the female lead. That was, like, his little character quirk. Was just the fact that, like, when a scene went on for too long, he just started grabbing her breast. I was like, what the fuck is this? The character Sanji is literally a pervert, wishes to be a sugar daddy. Huh. Doesn't count. Stop doing that anime. That's awful BS. It is. It is. I fucking hate it so much. Like, they're just like, oh, it makes sense in context. But, like, someone had to write that. That's, like, the one thing that, like, people are often like, oh, this had to happen for this to happen. But no, the author has been in control the whole time. They didn't have to make that happen. Things didn't have to be that way, you know? Like, at any point, the author could have been like, this is weird, I'm not gonna do it. But the author did it. And it makes me question their character. You know? At the bare minimum, don't put it in a positive light. Exactly. I don't know. But I'm not saying, like, don't like anime that have that in it. What I'm saying is, like, just be aware, you know? Don't, like, defend it. Don't, like, leap to its defense whenever it comes up. Right. Like, I just see people defend it so much, and it's like, no, you don't need to. Like, it's okay to like media with flaws. You know? And it's also okay for other people to see those flaws as big enough reasons to not want to interact with the media in general. That's my take on it. Like, as long as you understand that that thing in it probably isn't like a good thing in it, and like other aspects, then like it's fine. But yeah. That's the hot take for the day. The second part, not the anime's kind of sexist a lot of the time. It's just always nice when you find one that isn't. When you find one that, like, treats women like people. Or at the least, like, does something interesting with, like, the sexualization. Like Chainsaw Man. Where, like, all of the female characters feel like people. You know? Alright. What level should your Pokemon be for the Ice Gym? Like, 50-ish, I think? I'd say, like, anywhere from about 45 to 50. But at day's end, I don't think it's that hard anyway, so you should probably be able to beat it. Ice isn't really the best type. It has every weak. Ice has every weakness. It does. It's nice that they, like, gave it the buff with Snowscape, but I don't know. I'm still not sure how I feel about the fact that they removed the damage of Hail, though. Like, they changed it to the point that, like, it doesn't damage anymore. Because, like, that would have just made it a counterpart to, Sandstorm, you know? Which buffs ground types and damages non-ground types. It just confuses me why, like, they removed, like, the one bit that, Hail had going for, not had going for it, but, like, another bit that hail had that like they didn't need to remove it. Yeah, hail doesn't exist anymore. Hail has been replaced with snow. And basically, from what I understand, it buffs ice type's defense. Yeah. Why is it hailed like 3 hours ago? Dude, the other day I had a hail so fucking large. Like, genuinely, like the size of peas. The size of whole ass peas. I've never seen hail that big. It was crazy. That creepypasta lady, hello, how goes it? I hope your week's been going well so far. Today I'm shiny hunting Regice. I guess topical that we're talking about ice things, now that I think about it. Because we are hunting Regice. But yeah, absolutely crazy hail. Not bad hunting Regirock yourself at 6,600 resets? Jeez, that is a lot. Hopefully you can get it soon. You hunting it in BDSP as well, or you in an earlier gen? Right. Shield. Ah, understandable. Yeah, no, I would do it in Sword and Shield, but I've already activated all that. In fact, Sword and Shield might have been a smarter option, because I have the shiny charm in that. No, I want it in BDSP. I can get the BDSP Regice, it's fine. It's interesting, because Regidraco and Regeleki are in not Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet. But they aren't in... No, they are in the other... My brain is shut off, don't worry. The other three Regis. I don't think even Regigigas is in Scarlet and Violet, just Regidraco and Regeleki. Well, it wouldn't make a difference, since they aren't affected by Charm? Wait, really? Oh, I assumed they would be in Sword and Shield. Huh. Whack. So what, the only charm huntable Regis are like Auraz and Usam. Oh, and I guess Black and White too, probably. Yeah, they're static encounters, so charm doesn't affect them. Wait, really? I never knew that about Sword and Shield. I thought the charm was just a catch-all. That's wank. You learn something new. The shiny charm is so inconsistent, I'm now realizing. Like in BDSP, it only works on eggs. Sword and Shield doesn't work on statics. Huh. I wonder if we'll get any shiny huntable legends in Scarlet Violet anytime in the DLC. Because that was one of the cool things about, like, the Sword and Shield DLC. Is how it added more, like, shiny huntable legends into it. I hope we don't get, like, a big legendary rush, though. I was talking about this before, but, like... I hope we see an end to, like, the whole... You can catch every single legendary in this area bits. Like, we don't need every legendary in the game, at the least. And if we didn't have every single legendary in the game, then that means you could spend more time... What was it called? Making interesting places to, like, encounter the legendaries in the game, you know? You wish they're affected by charm, because their charm would be less bit. That's fair. Wait, you got it? Yo, GG! Hell yeah! That's hype. Nice. Wait, Regirock explodes. In Sword and Shield? Does it still have it? I don't know, they learn explosion at like level 1, right? Mastered the ball, the little brat. Understandable. 6,632 resets. Damn, that is a lot, but GG. Congratulations. You agree regarding Legends, though. Would let you put interesting things around the map, with real secrets to find rather than Legend spam. Exactly. I hope we get roaming Legends. Like, how they did them in Sword and Shield. I don't know. I think roaming Legends could work well in... What's it called? I think roaming Legends could work well in an open world game like this, because you could make them appear like the dragons in Breath of the Wild, where like at specific times of day you'd see like them roaming across the land in like a straight line from A to B, you know? Hey guys, been conked out, had to drive like 3 hours today, damn! Very tiring, but I hope you're feeling more awake now. But hello, I hope other than that, your day's been well. Things are solid here. That creepypasta lady just got her a shiny Regirock. BRB got to text a few people, understandable. You're not really patient in Pokemon games. So you want to do a Masuda method shiny hunt, Mankey? That's fair, although I'd honestly recommend sandwich hunting in Scarlet and Violet. So I think that's like the best method to get a lot of shinies. That or like Outbreaks and Legends Arceus. Because Masuda method is still like a long method, you know? I think they could do a Scarlet Violet map, is have larger scale puzzles that you need to assemble by paying attention to the lore. If you're careful not to trip that this is a puzzle sense then. That's fair. That would be another cool one. I don't know, I think that the hidden rods were a good one. For the Legends, personally. Because they, like, gave you something to do around the world, you know? They gave you something to look for. Part of me wishes that Gimmighoul was, like, a save thing. And, like, you had to find all of the Gimmighoul around. Or Goldengo was, like, a once a save thing. And you had to find all the Gimmighoul around, but, like... I get why they didn't do it like that. I just think it would have been fun to have, like, a Korok, like, thing. A proper collectathon to get a Pokemon. Once you trip this is a puzzle, then all of a sudden the player knows where to go, what to do, and it gets annoying. That's fair, that's a fair point. You can't do a sandwich hunt. You hate finding them. You love eggs because you've got 5 whole boxes filled with normal Charmanders trying to get a shiny. No luck though. Ah, fair. Best of luck getting that shiny. But yeah, I don't know, like... When I started off, I did Masuda, but then I managed to find other random encounter shinies every time. And then I did Dex Nav. And then I got into shiny hunting properly. I did Dex Nav. And then I did... chain fishing. Honestly, chain fishing was one of the best shiny hunting methods. It's a shame they didn't bring it back. It would have been nice for them to bring it back in, like, BDSP, but... You gave up a year ago, but because the new games came out at the time. Understandable. You're planning to start over on Mankey. That's fair. Hopefully you can get it soon. Best of luck with that. But yeah, it took a while for my patience to kick in, but the thing with long hunts is it's nice to have something else to do, like when you're doing them. Like streaming or like watching something. You're back, you're still shaking, that took so long. That is fair, that is a long hunt. GG. GG on getting it. You just got a Japanese Mankey. I mean, you could just get a foreign Ditto, right? I mean, if you wander shrewd enough, you could probably get a Zacian.net Ditto. Those are generally foreign, right? But yeah, it was after I realised that I should probably do other things while shiny hunting that I like properly got into the groove of it. How do you get a different language Mankey when you don't know how to get one? I mean, yeah, you've got to find someone from a different region to trade with. I think that you can technically get them... Don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure, like, when it tells you to select the language at the beginning of the game, if you select, like, a non-English language... Well, if you... Like, each one of those is a different nationality of Pokemon. So, like, if you play the game in Japanese, every Pokemon you get will be considered from Japan. So if you then trade it to another game, then you'd have a foreign Pokemon for Masuda. But don't quote me on that, I'm not certain on it. You might want to do some Google fact-checking. Which one is Japan? I mean, like, any of them will work. But it's the one written in Japanese. Alright. How do you know it's Japanese? Well, they have a, like, decently distinct alphabet. Alright. But again, like, unless there's a specific reason you need Japanese, like, any of them will do, because any of them will be foreign. Any of them will count for Masuda, because it's just a Pokemon from another region. Japanese, low-density squiggles. One way of putting it. Chinese, high-density squiggles. Korean, square squiggles. How you remember? Yeah, more or less, honestly. I feel like it's a trait just picked up with, like, seeing the languages, though. Just becomes easier with time. I don't know, I find it fun that Pokemon's got its own alphabet now. Like, it's such a weird little feature to have, but it's fun that they've added it all the same, you know? Like, I like when games go out of their way to, like, make their own alphabets. Of course, they generally don't, like, go all out with their own alphabets. The stuff can generally be read once translated. But, It doesn't even feel real right now that you just got that. That's fair. A long hunt is always heavenly to finish. You mean the unknowns? I do not, actually. There's another one as well. The unknown are like the ancient language, but that's a good point. It's not a good point, actually. The unknown look like the Roman alphabet. So that's not really its own alphabet. You like Tunic. The game is both a written and spoken language. I don't know. I like it like when it's just an Easter egg. I just meant like I find it fun when games put the effort in to do that. Like this Breath of the Wild. I feel like there are more examples of this. Minecraft. I don't think Minecraft's the one. I don't think Enchanting Table means anything from what I remember. I think it's going to be a while before you do another Full Odds hunt though. That's understandable. They are quite the task to undertake. They're like the kind of hunt that's like hard to do, but it's satisfying. Satisfying to finish, but hard to do. Hard to say if it's an Easter egg or not. But then again, the same can be said for the entirety of Tunic's endgame. Enchanting Table is galactic basic from Star Wars with random words. They're the same. Ah, interesting. I did not know that. You can't read nothing. Well, you can write nothing. So you're half the way there. But yeah, I didn't realize that it was like galactic basic from Star Wars. I just assumed it was either a thing that they'd like doodled up themselves at some point, or you mean the game? Ah, fair. Have you restarted it? Have you like made a new save with a different language? You'll still have to like trade to get it in the main game, obviously, though. Unless you try to shiny hunt it on the foreign copy. When you'd still need like a... Yeah. I'll say pirate needs to be a standard language in Pokemon, like it's standard in Minecraft. Same with Upside Down and Lolcat, that's fair, that is true actually. I love that stuff, it's just a nice little feature. A nice little thing to have. I remember when they had like these built-in shader things that you could do that like made the game look all weird, but they've removed it since, for whatever reason. I've been playing a lot of Minecraft recently, actually. Me and my mates, I was talking about this last stream, but me and my mates have started a modded world with Create and Tinker's Construct. Managed to get away with playing Minecraft in class all high school to set the language to Espanol. That's great. I remember in college, me and my mates, we started a Minecraft realm, and we kept making farms and stuff, but then we realized that although you couldn't connect to regular servers on the college network, you could connect to realms, it just didn't load your skin. So we all had, like, we were all playing Minecraft on the college computers. And, like, there were multiple lectures where I just had Minecraft open in the background, AFKing at my farms and stuff to, like, get materials. I just wanted to get materials, so I just AFK'd. Alright. Let's reset. But yeah, love me a good bit of Minecraft. I need to play the new Fire Emblem DLC as well. Where do you find Mankey? I believe it's in the West Province. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in the West Province. Just past the bug gym. In that area. I know it definitely appears around Medali, but I'm pretty sure it appears next to the bug gym as well. I feel like I remember finding the Mankey there for the first time. I find it interesting how, in all the trailers, they acted like Brachius was the first gym. For, like, Scarlet and Violet. They acted like Brachius was the first gym, and then it was really Katie. Which is an interesting way of doing things. Or at least the assumedly intended first gym. In fact, I think Clorf is the first Titan. But isn't the Dark Team Starbase the first one you're meant to go to as well? I wonder how future games are going to work, because, Scarlet and Violet, like, obviously had, like, a boss for every type. Which I think is very interesting. I think that's a very interesting way of doing it. Wait. Rika is ground. Which is the Donphan Titan type. Yeah, all 4 of the Elite Four members, their types are all Titan types. None of them have any Team Star types. I just realized. Which is interesting. Hopefully with some kind of level scaling. Yeah, that would be nice. I don't know, I can see what they were going for with, like, not having the levels scaled, but I feel like they probably should have been. Like, I feel like it's not as black and white as it seemed initially, because the gym leaders being at specific levels makes sense, because the games are obviously designed for you to go to specific areas at specific points, so that you can level your Pokemon up to the level they need to be, so you can go into the new areas and feel like actual, like, triumph, actual progress when you get to them, you know? Like, there's that giant cave on the way to the Psychic Gym. And of course there are a bunch of level, like, 30s in it, and you're like, shit, I can't go in here yet, because your Pokemon are, like, level 20. But, you, like, go through more gyms, you do more stuff, and then you can finally return there, and you're like, hell yeah, I've made it. I can do this now, you know? And, like, that's the thing I like a lot about the game. But so it makes sense for gyms to scale along with, or to, like, be the same level of the area as the area. But by the same token, if you did gyms out of order by accident, like, I assumed that Montenevro was the last gym, because it was the most northern gym. But Grusha's a higher level than Rhyme. Which meant that last gym ended up being a lot easier than I expected it to be. But I'm interested to see what they'll do next. If they'll do another open world game or what. I feel like they will. Now they're, like, on a console. Well, I guess the question is will we be getting something else first? I assume we will be. I don't know, I can't get the idea of, like, a gold, silver, or just a crystal remake that, like, kind of keeps the sprite work of the original, but kind of has it in, like, an Octopath Traveler kind of style. Like, I think that would slap so hard, but I feel like they wouldn't do it. Part of you wants to start hunting Regice, part of you wants to start hunting something else. I mean, at Day's End, you could start the Regice hunt. Hello? Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that interruption. You could start the Regice hunt and then, like, take a break to do something else at points during it. Like, you don't have to put all your effort towards one hunt. Hi, Missy. Quiet. That was, like, a very, like, deliberate... Hey! She's been very naggy today for whatever reason. And, like, her food's fine. So I don't really know what's up with that. Just been a bit loud. Realised that she has vocal... Well, she's always realised she has vocal cords. It's funny, because when we got her, she was really, really quiet. She, like, never spoke. She was not a vocal little lass. But... also, she was one of 4 cats. Now she is our only cat. And, like, she got louder during that time, if that makes sense. When you get a Mankey, you can also get a shiny to start hunt. That is a fair point. That is a fair point. You can trade the Starjo across too. Alright. Although I got scratched by Missy the other day. It was like a my fault kind of thing. Because I gave her a big hug and she doesn't like getting hugs. And she dug her claw into my hand trying to escape, but... let's not have that stop, thank you. But I guess that's like life with a cat. It's interesting because Missy doesn't really scratch anyone on purpose. Like, she doesn't... Some cats just, like, turn around sometimes and like, I'm gonna scratch you now. I used to have a cat like that, actually. The first cat who kind of, like, actually attached herself to me. If that makes sense? I don't know, like... cats, as an animal, I feel like they tend to have a favourite person, if that makes sense. They tend to have a favourite person and be very obvious about who they pick as favourites. So the first cat who designated me as their favourite person, she was the kind of cat who'd sit on your lap fine for like an hour or two, and then just all of a sudden turn around and be like, wait a fucking second, how dare you, and then attack you. Just randomly. Like, and it wasn't that common either. From what I remember, it was once every now and again. So, like, most of the time when she's sitting on your lap, it's just fine. She's fine. She's sitting there. She's vibing. It's all okay. And then she'll just, like, turn around randomly, like, once or twice every now and again. And just be like, fuck you! How dare you! You know? Time to make some more Pokedex progress? Hell yeah. Yeah, no, the Pokedex in Scarlet and Violet is honestly one of my favourite to complete. Maybe even more than Legends Arceus as well. But yeah, cats are funny. Big cat fan I am. I always remember one of my cats, Missy's sister, actually. Have more stories to tell about Missy's sister. Because she was called Gamora, who is, of course, the green character from Guardians of the Galaxy. I think she's cool, so I named my cat after her. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Bible, but there might be a Gamora in the Bible as well, spelled differently. But, I mean, people always had a double take whenever, I told them her name. But, what was it called? That's not the story I'm telling. The story I'm telling is, like, one night I had my window open, because it was, like, really hot. And it was the night before we went on holiday. I can't remember where we were going. It might have been Spain, I think, around that time. But, yeah. Had the window open. And, I woke up in the middle of the night to find her just sleeping on my bed with me. And, like, this was back at a time when I had my door closed at night time. Like, as of... It's been a while now, actually, now that I think about it. I can't remember when I started leaving my door open at night, but, like, there came a point when I just thought, I'll just leave my door open at night. There's no need to close it. I don't mind if the cats sleep on my bed. Like, my dad minds when the cats sleep on his bed, because the cat who he was the favourite of, shed a lot. She wasn't like a fluffy cat, but she was very soft, had very fine hair, and shed very often. And much like Missy does nowadays, she liked to sleep on his pillow. So, a lot of hair on his pillow, which he didn't appreciate. And he wasn't smart enough to realise he can just flip the pillow over. Also, cats just like sleeping under their bed. Like, my dad's bed. Because there are a lot of big boxes, like big wicker boxes under there, with, like, bags full of bedclothes, like other soft things in them, which means cats can snuggle up easily, out of sight, and cats like doing that. So good news and bad news. Good news, you got through the second gym trainer, and the next battle is the 2 leaders. Bad news, you have 1 good mon, and 2 you're under level 1s. Oh no. 1 is shiny though, hell yeah. Right. I think I'm going to go to the toilet after this encounter. No, I'll do 2 more encounters, then I'll go. Because then it's a nice round number of 1,770. And that is satisfying. If I do say so myself. Alright. Ugh. When you yawn, am I right? Right. Brain. No brain. No brains. Just one of those... I act like it's one... I say it's one of those streams where my brain's shutting down. All of my streams, my brain is shutting down. My brain is one of the least functional in the world. Anyway, I'm going to go to the toilet quickly. I'll be right back in a moment, so make sure to stay tuned for more of the hunt. And we are back. I keep on pressing the wrong buttons today. Sorry, I got really confused then. Because I saw Rob's Missy GG comment. And then I was like, oh, that's not a pin in my chat. As in, like, my, like, side chat, my on-screen chat. So I thought that it had censored Missy. But that would have been the wrong way around. And it has not censored Missy at all. Welcome back, thank you. Oh, you learned today that electric is weak to water. Is it? That doesn't sound right. Slight delay, yeah, no, YouTube chat moment. It's a little bit behind, so I tend to see messages in the fan game. Ah, fair enough. I was so confused and I was like, I don't think that's accurate. But yeah, YouTube chat is slightly behind. Always has been. Weird quirk of it. But now I think about it, I've almost been on YouTube a year at this point. Because I started streaming on Twitch. I gotta check till the end of the animation each time. Like, in my gut, I know I got to. Because I don't want to miss the shiny by accident. Do you want to make some food in a bit? Because you haven't eaten yet today. I would very highly recommend that. Eating is important. I'm a big eating suggester. Food do be good. Big food fan over here. We got some hot cross buns around Easter. And we've still got them. And I keep getting tempted to get one. Obviously not right now, maybe after stream. I'll nab a hot cross bun. But I've not had a hot cross bun in a while. I don't even think I had one last year. So it'd probably be a cool thing to have one now, you know? Do like a good hot cross bun. That's one of the nice things about Easter, is the popularity of those. And then Easter eggs. No, the next thing is summer, isn't it? Summer holidays. That's the next big marketing thing. I was thinking, like, because Easter's in, like, a nice position where after Easter is over, it's not immediately into another holiday, you know? I feel like we're now at the end of this period where, like, after each holiday, the next holiday begins immediately. Gonna do 7 more resets that makes food? Sounds like a smart plan to me. So did I get my favorite egg? I did get a nice milk chocolate egg. Not milk chocolate, white chocolate egg. I demolished that yesterday. Big fan of white chocolate eggs I am. White chocolate in general, honestly. I don't get the hate for white chocolate. Never have. Ugh. But yeah, did get a nice egg. But yeah, because, like, after Halloween is Christmas, after Christmas is Valentine's Day, after Valentine's Day is Easter. Remember it was white, but which kind? It was a Milky Bar one. Dad got it during the weekend shop. Honestly, I was thinking about not having a chocolate egg this year, but then he got one. Your dad gave you a Switch so you can trade over your Japanese Pokemon to Violet. Ah, nice. That's good. Alright. Yeah, I like that Switches have multiple profiles, because it does mean that you can have multiple Pokemon saves. It's a shame on stuff like Animal Crossing, though, that they're all on the same island. You don't get 8 islands, you just get 8 characters on a single island. Which, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of. Although then again, I can't really complain much, since I stopped playing New Horizons like 2 months after it came out. I think I mentioned this before, but like, my New Horizons experience was like 2 months straight of playing, and then I just stopped. I remember I like did late night fishing sessions, where I like just fished in the game until like late into the night to get money. I had so much money in that game from all the fishing I did, from the constant fishing. All I did was fish. Fishing's fun though. I stand by it. But ye. Oh, I feel like I had something to say about Breath of the Wild, but I've now forgotten. Oh, right. I was thinking about this because the Master Sword on the home screen. Of course, in Tears of the Kingdom, the Master Sword's been fucked up again, you know? Like, it's been straight up, like, corroded at the end. Like, the Master Sword has had a real wrath past century, you know? Like, a century ago it got blimmin' mangled in the fight against Guardians. Now it's been, like, mangled again. Like, that sword has been going through it, you know? I feel bad for it. I feel very bad for it. Like, there's, like, no other game in the franchise in which the Master Sword gets so shredded, right? Like, unless I'm mistaken, the Master Sword is always just this invincible sword. So it's funny that, like, they've done 2 games in a row where it just gets destroyed. Alright, gonna make food now? Understandable, I hope you have a good meal. But yeah, I'm interested to see how it's repaired. So I'm guessing it's gonna be. I've seen some people, like, suggesting that, like, it's gonna be one of the swords from the other games. But I feel like they're just gonna repair the Master Sword. I got destroyed in Minish Cap, I think. Ah, interesting. I thought that there was a different one in Minish Cap. A different sword. Or did, like, the Master Sword get destroyed so you had to get the different sword? Always round, though. Breath of the Wild Link is probably, like, the worst Link with the track record of getting the sword fucked up. You know? 1,778 resets? We're still under odds, technically. Not even technically, we're straight up still under odds. I feel like this is still a decent time for a hunt to take, you know? We've not gotten to insane numbers yet. It's the Picori sword. But it was the Force sword which became the Master. Ah, fair. Wait, the Force sword was the Master sword? I thought the Force sword was its own thing. I don't know. I don't know much about Legend of Zelda lore. I have inklings of knowledge about it from a lot of videos I've watched. But I've not played that many games in the franchise. I'll probably get Breath of the Wild 2 when it comes out, but that's because Breath of the Wild is one of my favourite games ever. It's just a good game. I'm interested to see how Tears of the Kingdom's gonna go, though. Because it very much feels like you can tell it was originally going to be Breath of the Wild DLC, you know? Like, as a game, it looks like it's going to be very similar to Breath of the Wild. It's got a lot of the same tracks and stuff in it, like music. I wonder if it's going to have connectivity with Breath of the Wild. Imagine if it did. That'd be so cool. You know, like, how Black and White connects to Black and White 2? So, like, imagine if, like, your choices in Breath of the Wild could be connected to Tears of the Kingdom and affect the game in a way. I feel like they would have already clarified that as a feature. But, like, we already know with, Legends Arceus and BDSP that Switch games can detect other Switch games being played. Maybe one day I should make a video game that, like, soft locks itself if it detects that you've ever played a Fire Emblem game. Alright. The Forward Sword is technically an iteration of the Master Sword in a different timeline. Ah, whack. I know, I find it funny that, like, from what I understand, the series of events are, they released that Legend of Zelda compendium thing, which had the official timeline in the game. The next game in the franchise was Breath of the Wild, which immediately fucked over the timeline that they just made. By referencing all of the games. And, like, when developers were asked about it, they were like, it's so far in the future that, all the other timelines don't matter. Like, Hyrule as a place is developing so slowly. I guess it might make sense, since there's, like, you know, an apocalypse every 100 or so years. But, like, Hyrule is just very slow at progressing technologically. Actually, I might be incorrect in that. Maybe it is better at progressing technologically. It's just, it keeps getting reset. Because the Zonai and the Sheikah have both clearly made, like, very grand pieces of technology. And also the people in Lanayru Desert in, Skyward Sword. Alright. Cat is back. Yeah, I genuinely don't get why she's being so loud today specifically. But yeah. Da, 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 da. Bong, 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 dong, da, 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 dong, 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 dong. You can't hear her, you don't think. Why not? I don't know, she had a chirp earlier that was very loud, that I'm pretty sure you could hear. People could hear, but hello, welcome to the stream, Finn! I hope your week has been going well so far. I hope it's gotten off to a good start. I hope you've had a good start of the week. Wait, when does 3.6 come out? Alright, now I got my, now I got the Genshin squad in stream. Have you heard the voice of Greg Heffley, not the voice of Greg Heffley, sorry, Greg Heffley, like Greg Heffley, is gonna be the new voice actor for Tighnari. I'm now realizing Rob might be a generation, like, be a few years too late for this, but pretty much day after tomorrow. Understandable. I don't know. I'm wondering about doing one last 10 pull for Shenhua. I've not really been playing Genshin this past week, so I've been on Minecraft. But that's the stick dude, right? Yeah. Diary of a Wimpy Kid. In fact, I've not really checked. I'm pretty sure it's him from the live-action films. Zachary Gordon. I feel like that sounds like... Yeah. He's being replaced with Greg Heffley from the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies. You didn't know that was an animated one. There is an animated Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie, but I'm talking about the live-action one. It's that guy. That guy is going to be voice acting a Genshin Impact character. Which I find funny. Which I find very funny. It is funny. 100 emoticons. 100 emoticons indeed. Now there is a direct link between Diary of a Wimpy Kid and Genshin Impact. What vision would Rowley have? What would Rowley's vision be? That's my question. That's a good one. I want to see Diary of a Wimpy Kid characters as Genshin characters now, like Roderick, Rowley, and Greg as Genshin characters. That would be funny. Are we doing a couple of pulls on the weapon banner? For sure, though. Do that. Zepho's Moonlight is back. Which one is that? Is that the Catalyst or is that the Sword? Sword. Alright. Forgot to mention that you have to fight every trainer again in the gym. Fair. I don't know, I like stuff like that. Makes it more of a punishment, doesn't it? It's an elemental mastery sword. Fair. Interesting. Doesn't Kazuha need an elemental mastery? Guess you're waiting until Alhaitham is back to try to his weapon. Your pity is already high. Fair. But EM transfers into ER a little bit, so Kazuha. Okay, so it is good for Kazuha. I don't know, I might do one last temple on the Shenhua banner. Just see if I can nab another Sucrose. Because I don't think I'll get another Shenhua con, but... And yeah, I heard the rumor mill spinning. People, like, obviously, like, at this point it might not be true at all. But there might be an Alhaitham rerun in 3.7. So maybe what you want is coming sooner than you expected, Finn. And then they finally announced the Dendro Catgirl as well. The sword first came out on the Nahida banner, so it's been a while since it was here. Oh, really? I thought that it was, I just assumed it was Nilu's sword. I swear to God, if they put Alhaitham in the same version as Kazuha, there's nothing you can do about it. Would be funny. I guess you'll just have to spend money to get more cons for both of them, huh? Simple as. It's a 4-star weapon. Oh! Oh! I thought you were talking about the main sword. I'm gonna be honest. I thought you were talking about the, like, 5-star sword of the banner. No, neither is his HP Arthur. That makes more sense. I just C2 his party on master plan to buff Alhaitham. But C6 Alhaitham is more important. That's fair, that's valid. I can't slate that at all. Yeah, after my Minecraft phase is over, I'll probably get back into Genshin a bit for the dailies and stuff. Maybe try to level up Shenhua. Alright. Okay, let's get the brain back running, I think. Let's get the brain back into gear, as they say. Let's start thinking again. Let's start using the head again. Alright. When you brain, you brain. You know? I lied. I've not been braining at all. Venti C3 is not important as making Alhaitham overly powerful. You become a full Alhaitham stan. How would Venti feel, Finn? You've abandoned him for Dendrarabs. Right. Yeah, my brain is shutting down. I don't know. Maybe this will be a shorter stream than normal or something. We'll see as things go on. Maybe I will end up with more to say later on. But you know how it be. You've done no abandoning. Yeah, sure. Sure thing, buddy. Sure thing, buddy, old pal. Isn't that a new Hoyoverse game coming out soon as well, though? It's like a turn-based RPG kind of one. What's the first time I failed a shiny? The first shiny I failed was a Stuffle. It was the SOS method in Sun and Moon. And I had 2 Stuffle on the field, the shiny and the normal. I got the shiny down to 1 HP with False Swipe, keeping the other one alive, and then the other one used Brutal Swing and killed it. Honkai, I think it's out. No, Honkai is the one that came out before Genshin, isn't it? There's a new one that's coming out. Unless it's also called Honkai. But Honkai was like before, wasn't it? I know there's a train in it, and it's like more futuristic-y. Honkai Star Rail. Ah, okay. It's just also called Honkai. Interesting. Why do Hoyoverse have like 3 keywords that they keep using, like Honkai Impact, Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail? What's up with that? Those are just all the words they know. Yeah, clearly. Branding? Maybe. That's a fair point. But yeah, it looks like they are very proficient at making those gacha games. Just beat Nemona? Hell yeah. As in the final Nemona fight, or, the... just another Nemona rival fight. Nemona's a cool rival, I like Nemona. The first one. Oh, right, okay, yeah, that's fair enough. I was thinking, oh, didn't you restart? That makes more sense. You did a restart and you beat the first one. But yeah, I like Nemona as a rival. She's cool. There's another Hoyo game coming out soon too. Wait, really? Why are they making so many? You got to go? Your mum said that you have to go to bed? It's 10:30 p.m. and it's at 10:30 p.m. and it's 10:30 p.m. Understandable, Brugger. I hope you have a great night's sleep. What's Hoyo? Hoyoverse, which is a video game developer. Or MiHoYo. They made Genshin Impact and a few other games. Alright. Ah. Oh yeah, Dr. Stone's back. I think I missed something, though. Like, they introduced a new character, and I think I might have missed, like, an OVA or something that I was meant to watch in between. So I'll have to watch that soon. I'll probably watch the new Vinland Saga tonight, but I'll need to watch that new thing. Also, isn't Demon Slayer coming back this week? Is it this week or is it next week? I forget. But I'm pretty sure the next season of Demon Slayer is starting soon as well, which is pretty hype. And I guess that's what you get at the start of a new anime season, is a bunch of new anime to watch. Who would have guessed it? But I'm hyped for new Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer slaps. Dr. Stone was pretty solid too. Where do you watch stuff? Think your site closed down? I will DM it to you off the stream. I don't know if I can get in trouble for promoting the sites that I might be using. Assuming when you say the site you used is closed down, you may not mean a subscription service. Let me put it that way. I don't know. I don't know how much you can actually get in trouble for it, but like, I feel like I probably can talk about piracy more than, like, I do. But I feel like actively promoting the sites, I feel like that's a quick way to, like, actually get a slap on the wrist, so I'm not going to go that far. Better safe than sorry, exactly. Because companies do not like it when you do that. I don't think you can get in trouble, but still valid. Yeah, no. I don't know, I just would rather avoid it, so... I was thinking about it the other day, and I feel like there probably isn't that big of an issue with me at least, like, acknowledging the fact that, yeah, I admittedly may pirate a lot of stuff that I watch, but it's just like the issue is nowadays it's just like all over the place. Anyway, on an unrelated note, they're making another Star Wars Visions series where they like get a bunch of different animation studios to make like a little Star Wars episode, which I think is pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it. Coming out on May the 4th, naturally. The last one was banging, so I'm looking forward to the next one. And I'm not sure if I'm correct. It might just be a very similar studio. But okay, firstly, it seems it's not just Japanese studios. It's not just Japanese studios this time. And I think the Aardman might be doing it. I think there might be an Aardman Star Wars episode coming out. And I don't want to be like a studio fanboy, but I fucking love Aardman. And if we get an Aardman Star Wars episode, that will be so cool. Aardman are easily like one of my favorite studios of like stuff they produce. Because of course the classics, Wallace and Gromit. The Shaun the Sheep movies are pretty dope. I don't know, they're not their best stuff, but I still think they're pretty good. Then Pirates on an Adventure with Scientists is one of my favorite movies ever. I love Pirates on an Adventure with Scientists. Definitely one of my favorite stop motion stuff. Exactly, yeah. Claymation. But Pirates is such a good film. I'd really recommend it. I think... Oh, what's it called in America? Because it's got a different name in America. If I, like, look at images, I'm sure I can figure out. Is that it? Band of Misfits. In America, it's called Pirates Band of Misfits. And I don't get it. Because Pirates in an Adventure with Scientists is genuinely one of my favorite movie names. It's just such a name, and I appreciate it a lot. It is more interesting sounding, yeah. Pirates Band of Misfits is just kind of very generic, but Pirates in an Adventure with Scientists, it's just very long-winded. It's kind of like those light novel names that are kind of hovering around at the moment. I guess Pirates in America still better than Scientists, but it's still called Pirates. Pirates is still the tagline of the film. Oh wait, is that a roast against Americans? Never mind, continue. I might rewatch Pirates on an Adventure with Scientists. Soon, actually. I should. It's just a good film. 18K soft... 100 and... 1,800 soft resets. Came here a while back because I was helping on Violet to evolve Pokemon through Union. You found it later. Thanks for the advice, man. No problem, dude. I'm glad you got it evolved. Glad you got it sorted. It's an interesting evolution method, but it is an annoying one for if you like don't have friends who play Pokemon. Palafin evolves from Finizen only if you're in a union with someone else, and only at level 38, which is a reference to the first Superman comic, from what I understand, which was released in 1938, which I think is pretty cool. And good luck on this shiny hunt, you'll eventually get it, hopefully. No, I will. Matter of odds, innit? I think it would be funny to be that one guy who gets, like, 10k. Not 10k. Like, well over 100k encounters on a Pokemon before getting it. I think that'd be a very amusing situation to be in. Not, like, spiritually, just, like, in general. Although I do have a hunt planned later on down the line that might land me that title. I don't know. Part of me always wants to, like, lend my ideas to secrecy, and I don't get it. One day I want to hunt for shiny Turtwig and Starly. Maybe Piplup instead. Like, shiny Piplup and Starly. In, like, Diamond. The original Diamond. But, like, at the same time, like, I want them both on the screen at the same time. If that makes sense. I want to get them both together. Because, like, I've seen, like, one clip of someone getting them both. And I want to get them both. It was easy when you got someone to join a union. You happened to come across this video and kept searching through the chats. And someone offered to help you. Love this Pokemon, by the way. He is good. As in Regice or Palafin? Because I do like both. Palafin's honestly one of the most interesting Pokemon of Gen 8, I think. It's just got a very cool ability. Don't you're hunting right now. You had him on Shield. Ah, fair. Yeah, no, I'm a big Regice fan. I feel like every single one of the Regis, well, except the new ones, I guess, have been my favorite at some point along the line. But, currently it's Regice. Regice is cool. It's a shame its shiny is so undifferent, but I still want it. Who needs big differences with shinies anyway? I don't know who's following along with what I'm saying with the emotes, but it is amusing. Well, good luck. Thank you, dude. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Like the bouncy Lecky boy. That is fair. Regilecky is very cool. I think he's my favorite out of the two new ones, personally. Yeah, he's my favorite out of the two new Regis. I'm interested to see if they're going to continue adding, like, new Pokemon to... You can't stop pressing. That is understandable. They do seem very fun. I don't think I've got them unlocked on my YouTube yet, which is annoying me. I want them. As in my YouTube mobile. But hopefully I get them soon, because they're fun. They're very cool. A feature I'm happy to see added. They should add a thumbs up, actually. Well, while they should add a thumbs up, you can actually click a thumbs up right now. If I don't know if you're picking up what I'm putting out, but you like it, like the video, like this, press like. I'm never good at chilling, not because, like, I can't chill, but because I always forget. Like, at this point, Nightbot pops up once, like, I think it's every 15 minutes or so, to be like, make sure to like and subscribe. First thing you do, hell yeah. Thank you. But yeah, I always forget to chill. I always forget to be like, and make sure to, like, leave a like on the stream if you're enjoying it, and drop a sub. Never remember to do that. But yeah. Emily, hello, how goes it? I hope your week's been going well. And hello, Mr. Me as well. I hope your week's been going well as well. Gotten off to a good start. But yeah, today I'm shiny hunting Regice. the best of the Regi shinies. I guess it's as different as Regidracos, which is like 2 shades darker as well. But yee. Long hunt this one. But yeah, I didn't really finish my train of thought earlier. I like Palafin. I think the Pokemon that like aren't legendaries, aren't pseudo-legendaries, but like still have legendary stats, those are always cool. Like, I think Slacking's one of them. Oh, there's another one as well. Slacking and Palafin are the only ones that come to mind for some reason. Just felt the shiny Virizion Sword at 1,238, Capri says. Oh, I am sorry to hear that, dude. I'm sure you'll get it. I'm sure you'll reclaim it. I believe in you. You can do this. You got this. It's about persistence. Alright. You'll be honest, this holiday you spent 15 hours fitting cars and the last 3 days with headaches. So a fun holiday for you. Oh no. That is a lot of car time. Yeah, hopefully your hopefully your headaches have cleared up now though. Oh, you meant 1,300? Oh, jeez, that is worse. But yeah, don't worry, dude. I'm sure you'll get it. I'm sure you can get it back. You can get that reclaim. You missed the PC. I don't know. I like how it's portable now. It makes things a lot easier, I think. Although I remember last time I played BDSP, it was my Baby's Only run of BDSP. Baby's Only Nuzlocke. One of the first Nuzlocks I did on YouTube. I forgot about the Pokemon box. I forgot that you get given the Pokemon box, like, after the first gym. I completely blanked on the fact that you were given it. That it's a thing you have. So I was using the PC for the whole game, even though I didn't have to. Hopefully you get it early this time. Yeah, fingers crossed. Back to work tomorrow. Ah, fair. It was weird because sometimes I wonder if what I'm about to say is like subtly doxing myself somehow, but I don't think it is. My bins were empty this morning. Like the bins of the dust bins. I didn't expect that. Generally the bin men don't work on bank holidays, but they did today, I guess, which is peculiar. Didn't expect that at all. Alright. You guys make sure you're all staying hydrated as well. You have a total of $101 in your wallet. You should spend it all on Freddo, I think. That could get you about 5 in this economy, right? And they sometimes do it at regular times because of the bank holidays. Ah, fair. I mean, I guess it has been, like, bank holiday the whole weekend. Hasn't it? Has it? I think so. Is Saturday still a bank holiday? I mean, I guess it's just generally a weekend day, isn't it? You want to get the Game Boy Color? That's understandable. I don't know, I want to get myself a new DS Lite at some point, but I am not good enough on cash to make those purchases. I guess they only get one if there are 2 bank holidays in a row. Yeah, oh yeah, maybe. That'd make sense. Wait, no, but even so, would that let them catch up? I don't know. I don't know how binmen operate. Alright. We're doing a shiny living dex. You're at 197. Nice. That is almost a fifth of the way there. Right? Yeah, I'm good at maths. Yeah, living dexes are cool. I don't know if I'd ever have the patience to do one on my own though. That is very impressive. Best of luck. Best of luck with the rest of it. You complete your normal living dex at shiny time. Hell yeah. Yeah, I think the closest I ever got to making a living dex was in Oraz. When I started shiny hunting, I started considering getting a living dex for the shiny charm. That I would then transfer over to Sun and Moon to get the shiny charm there as well. But in the end, I never found the patience to do it. So, luckily, they then cut the whole complete the national dex requirement for shiny charm after that. Which, I don't know, I guess is fair. Especially since nowadays, if there was a whole national dex in the game, you'd have to get 1,000 Pokemon for the shiny charm, which is a lot. I'm not sure they usually do yours on Monday, if there's a holiday. But they still did them Friday here. Huh. Yeah, no, generally it just, like, buffers it back across the week, you know? Like, it would probably be about Wednesday that they'd normally do it, but nope, it was today, apparently. For whatever reason. But the machinations of the binmen are enigmas. Don't know how they do it. How'd you get to the Friends Fire in X and Y? Become the champion, but you don't know how to get there. What's it called? Train station. In Lumiose, there's a big train station. You should be able to take the train there, I think. And then that should take you to a small town in the south of Kalos, where you can also refight your rival, do the battle immersion, and get the Absolite from your rival in that fight also. Right. Isn't there meant to be easy shinies in the Friends of Fire? I believe so. I believe the odds are pretty high. But, from what I understand, they're dependent on, like, friend codes on the 3DS. So, like, best case scenario, you have a lot of 3DS friends. And then, I don't know, I think they're as easy as, like, Ultra One-Hole shinies. Rip eShop, man. I don't know, it's a shame that it couldn't last. Now there is a Fire Emblem game lost to history. Another Fire Emblem game lost to history. I don't know, I feel like most Fire Emblem fans pirate a lot of the games anyway, so I guess Revelation isn't really an outlier in that anymore now. But there's still 1 in 512. I don't know, I swear they were a lot better than that. Friend Safari odds. Seven in 4096. What is 4096 divided by 7? Yeah, I don't know if that's 512. That might be. I don't know. I'd always heard that they were a lot better. I guess maybe it's just that they, well, you can get, like, starters in there and stuff as well. Which I guess makes Ultra Wormhole some of the lowest odds in the game. No, not in the games, plural. Although I'd still say Scarlet Violet are probably easier to get shinies. 585, fair. You missed the DS era. I don't know, I think the 3DS had some bangers. Like, I feel like nostalgia carries a lot of, like, Pokemon opinions. Because it wasn't too long ago that people were saying that they missed the GBA era. I'm not as big on X and Y, but I think Auraz and Sun and Moon, and Sun and Ultra Moon, are just some of the best games in the franchise. And, I don't know, I hope that they can, get, like, a fully developed game out. That was a very harsh way of putting it, but, like, I feel like if Scarlet Violet had more development time, it'd be widely, like, considered one of the best games. But because it ended up releasing in an unfinished state, no one's gonna give it that title. But I still think fundamentally what was already there is some of the peak of the franchise. Easily some of the most fun I've had. Playing a Pokemon game. And I have fun playing Pokemon games anywhere, I just like Pokemon. It's crazy, though, that the DS era is over 10 years ago now, though. Like, Pokemon games 10 years ago was X and Y. A decade ago, Pokemon was X and Y. Which is wild. Alright. In Pokemon X, your 6th encounter in the whole game, you found a full-on shiny Fletchling on your birthday. Hell yeah! Yeah, Pokemon Y was my first full-on shiny. Not full. Yeah, my first full-on shiny, but my first shiny in general. What other than Gyarados? Was a Bunnelby. You miss Auraz, but not X and Y. That's fair. I don't know, X and Y, they're alright as games. But I think Auraz ended up, like, hitting a lot harder as a game, if that makes sense. Like, Auraz has a lot more going for it than X and Y, I think. You just stole a chocolate egg from your mom. Give it back. Or at least give her half of it. Act generous and give her half of it, as if you're being really generous. Genius. You can't cut it, it's so small. With that attitude. You're going to the Friend Safari? Hell yeah. But yeah, I don't know what it is about X and Y that meant they never really, like, stuck with me as much. To be fair, X and Y were, like, in a weird period of my, like, Pokemon fan phase, where I ended up getting them for Christmas that year, because that was, like, year 7? Or was it year 8? I can't remember. All I know is that, I tried to stop playing Pokemon for a while. I was like, I'm too old for Pokemon now, I'm gonna stop playing it. So I sold all my games. Except Heart Gold, because I'd lost my Pokewalker. But yeah, I remember Oraz, because I went to go and get it with my friend. We both went into game to go and get the new games. And then I spent well over an hour looking for a Tailo with Sky Attack, and in the end all I got was Boomburst. But I think fundamentally Boomburst was a better move to get than Sky Attack. Tried to give it to her, and tried to shove it in her mouth. And she said, you can have it now. Huh. True. Exactly. Should you go to Fire, Normal, Ground, Steel, Fairy, Electric, or Bug? 7. Ah, shit. I was thinking about rolling a dice, but I guess that doesn't work if there are 7 of them. If you go Fire, you could get Braixen. I was gonna say Fairy, but if you want Braixen, then... do go Fire. Braixen is cool. I think the Fennekin line is probably my favorite of the Gen 6 starters. I get the Greninja hype, but like I don't get the Greninja hype. I think the Fox Wizard is a cool one. Badass Fox Mage. Fury Mage, exactly. One of the encounters is Growlithe. Growlithe is cool. I don't know, I still think Fairy's cool, but yeah, if you want to go Fire, then go Fire. You vibe with Chestnut. That's understandable. That is a very seldom had opinion, though. And it's not furry, it's fury, not the animals. Exactly, yeah. Delphox is pissed. Alright. Can you only find 2 Pokemon? I'm not sure, actually. I never really did Friend Safari, because I didn't really have many friends on my 3DS. None of my friends had 3DSs in secondary school. So I only had, like, a couple. You tend to go with grass starters a lot. That's understandable. I don't know. It's interesting to see, like, types of people who play Pokemon. Because there definitely are the people who just seem to have, like, a devotion to a specific type of starter. Like, you see, like, which starters they choose, and it's always, like, the same type. Not that I'm slating that ideology. Start with what you want. Your dad always goes grass and you usually pick water. That's fair. I don't know, wait. Okay, so... Bulbasaur... I never know who to pick in Gen 2 or 3, I'm gonna be real. Bulbasaur, Piplup, Oshawott, Fennekin, Poplio, Scorbunny, Quaxley. I guess I'm more of a water guy, huh? It's probably because you'd go water, but usually there's a ton of good water ones. That's understandable. You're hunting Charmeleon, and when your switch is fully charged, you're going to dual hunt? Ah, that's fair. Dual hunts seem fun, but I've never really done them before. I mean, it doesn't really help that I've only got one capture card. So I don't really have the equipment to multi-hunt. On stream, at least. And that's like the most of the time I shiny hunt now. I don't know, I used to play Pokemon a lot off stream when I was like a Minecraft streamer. But, good luck on the Regice, thank you! Good luck with your Charmeleon. And with the Vision Reclaim. But yeah, what was it called? Used to play Pokemon a lot off stream, but I've not been playing Pokemon as much off stream nowadays. But I think that that's good for me, if that makes... Like, it's keeping my interest in Pokemon alive. Like, in Minecraft, I felt like I had to do stuff off stream, but Pokemon I never really do feel like that. And I feel like that's probably why I haven't really burned out a Pokemon the same way that I did Minecraft, I feel. You been grass last 4 gens? Fair. Me calculating in my mind which gens that is. Yeah, that's the issue with being the water start, like with liking water starters, is there are always cool water types in the gen. Because like there are so many water types every gen because of, you know, oceans. Who would have guessed it? Oh, okay. I guess we got a nice crash in. Wouldn't wanna miss a crash in VDSP, huh? Alright. I think for today, I'll get to 18-30 encounters, and then I'll end. Because I'm a bit tired. Has been a good stream though, I've had fun. You think you want to catch Charmeleon in a repeat ball? You're not going to evolve it because you already have Charizard. Ah, understandable. No, yeah, I have 3 shiny Charizard at this point. One from Sun and Moon, which I missuited. One from Let's Go, and I got one recently. Breeding in Scarlet Violet. Ugh. Yeah, no, I am sweepy. Yours was from Let's Go, in the wild, which you almost failed. Ah, nice, at least you got it. No, yeah, Let's Go hunting was fun. Maybe I'll do some Let's Go hunts in the future. But yeah, after... Whichever hunt ends first, between this and the Zora Roulette, I'm going to start doing the Dunsparce. 3-segment the Dunsparce. I'm going to start hunting that. And I don't know what I'll do after that. But I assume that'll take a few streams. 3-segmented Dunsparce just seems cool. I want one. More than like Mousehole. Mousehole is cool, but the I like the Dunsparce a lot. I get why some people dislike it, but like the guy has Dunce in its name. It was never meant to be some majestic dragon. Your dad is jealous of your Pokemon game, even though he was the one who bought them both. Alright. But yeah, I want to start doing some more, like, out there hunts. And the Dunsparce is the start of that, I think. Alright. Yo, this one has good IVs. And final encounter. Are we gonna get on last one? We gonna... Oh, last encounter shiny? Ooh. Last encounter shiny. Wait, I was gonna say PogChamp, but this is not Twitch. What emotes are there? This one. Last encounter shiny crocodile thing. Dude, he's screaming. That guy's screaming. Good for him, honestly. Wait, what does that say? Face, fuchsia, tongue out. Exactly. That's the vibe. It's blue, that's the shiny color. Oh. I mean, it looks shiny, so gotta go. Fair enough, Felix. I hope you have a great rest of your week. But yeah, I think that is going to be about where I end it for the night. Thank you all for coming, though. This was a good one. This was a very good one. Almost, yeah, exactly. It looks like it. But yeah, I'll be back on Wednesday with more Pokemon Sweet. Last stream we beat the 6th gym, so we'll probably be going to Blaine next stream. But yeah, I hope you all have a great rest of your days, and I will see you all on Wednesday for Pokemon Sweet. Goodbye and good night.